All right, let's talk about decoding the language of your heart. Today, we're diving into the essential tools doctors use to listen in. We're not just going to look at them as medical tests, but as ways to finally understand what our bodies are trying to tell us. So, let's get started. You know that feeling, right? That weird little flutter or a beat that feels like it's skipped. Maybe your heart suddenly starts racing. It can definitely be a little unnerving. But figuring out what's actually going on, well, that's the first step to getting some real clarity and peace of mind. So, we're going to explore exactly how modern medicine tunes in and how it turns that feeling of uncertainty into solid understanding. Because, checking on your heart isn't something to be afraid of. It's really an act of taking charge, of caring for yourself.
Let me take just a few seconds to say that, if you'd like to support my project, you can offer me a symbolic coffee on Ko-Fi. You'll find the link below in the description. You can also check out my book, where I've gathered many experiences and useful tips. Every gesture means a lot to me and truly helps me keep this channel and the whole project going. And if you haven't done it yet, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and visit my website or blog for more content. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, first up is probably the one you've heard of most, the ECG. The absolute best way to think about it is like a quick photograph, a snapshot of your heart's electrical system frozen in a single moment in time. So, your heart is a muscle, and what makes it beat are these tiny little electrical signals. An ECG simply uses a few electrodes placed on your skin to pick up and record those signals. The whole thing is incredibly fast, it's completely painless, and boom, it gives your doctor a ton of information almost instantly. And it is truly amazing what that one little snapshot can reveal. A doctor can immediately see your heart's rate and rhythm and spot if something's off, like atrial fibrillation. They can even see signs that the heart muscle isn't getting enough oxygen, or if there are blocks in those electrical pathways. It's a really powerful first look.
An ECG is often the first stop. If you're having symptoms like chest pain, or as a standard safety check before surgery, or even just for routine monitoring of a condition you already know about, it's really a foundational tool for heart health.
But what if your symptoms are kind of sneaky? They show up and then disappear, and they never seem to happen when you're actually at the doctor's office. Well, for that, a single snapshot just isn't going to cut it. You need a diary. Which brings us to our next tool. A Holter monitor is basically a little portable ECG that you wear for a whole day, sometimes two. It just quietly records every single heartbeat while you go about your life, working, sleeping, exercising, you name it. It creates this continuous electrical log of your heart in the real world.
And this is where the Holter monitor is a total game changer. It's designed specifically to catch those intermittent problems that a 10-second ECG would almost certainly miss. So if you only get dizzy once a day or feel that flutter just once in a while, this test can connect that exact symptom to what your heart was doing at that precise moment.
I mean, just listen to this person's experience. Their symptoms were completely invisible on a regular ECG, but that 24-hour recording from the Holter, it caught the issue, which led directly to a treatment plan and getting it all under control. That's huge. Okay, so far, we've been all about the heart's electricity, the signals. But what about the physical structure, the engine itself? For that, we actually need to see inside. We need a moving blueprint. This is where the echocardiogram, or just echo, comes in. It uses sound waves, just like a pregnancy ultrasound, to create a live, moving video of your heart in action. It literally lets doctors watch your heartbeat in real time. And this moving blueprint gives them an incredible amount of detail. They can measure how strongly the heart is pumping, which is a key measure of its health. They can watch your valves open and close to make sure they aren't leaky. And they can check the size of the heart's chambers. It's all about the physical mechanics of the pump. So we've got the electrical snapshot, the 24-hour electrical diary, and the physical blueprint. So how does a doctor know which one to pick and when? Let's take a look at how they all fit together.
It really just breaks down like this. The ECG gives you a quick check of the electrical system right now. The Holter tracks that same electrical system over a longer time to catch problems that come and go. And the echocardiogram, it kind of ignores the electricity and instead looks at the heart's physical structure and how well it's working. Each one answers a very different set of questions.
When you get past all the technology, these tests are really about a very human journey. They give us answers, sometimes they give us relief, and they always point us toward a path to better health.
Think about Margot's story.
A routine ECG, one that was done almost by chance, caught a silent arrhythmia. That one discovery led directly to therapy that prevented him from having a potentially devastating stroke. It's a perfect example of how powerful a simple screening can be. And then for Georgia, the Holter monitor delivered something just as valuable as a diagnosis: reassurance. It completely transformed her fear about having a serious condition into the manageable reality of a minor one. You can't put a price on that kind of peace of mind. And Lucas' story really shows how important these tools are for long-term care. After his surgery, regular echoes were the proof that his new valve was working perfectly. That gave him confidence and made sure his recovery stayed on track. So, if you've got one of these tests coming up, here are a few simple tips. Always bring any previous medical reports. It helps your doctor see the whole picture. If you're wearing a Holter, just live your normal day. That's the whole point. For an echo, maybe just avoid putting creams or lotions on your chest beforehand to get a good connection. And most importantly, remember, these tests are non-invasive and they are designed to help you. In the end, learning about your heart isn't about looking for problems. It's about having the courage to take care of yourself. Understanding these tools lets you be an active partner in your own health and helps you listen to your body one beat at a time.